The most exciting episode just aired. Looking at his wife trembling in the corner, his heart hurts more than a needle prick. Why must the wife suffer like this? It started with the contract marriage. It wasn't the wife's fault for finding the kidnapper's phone. From this, he learns she wants a divorce. She sees no hope with him. Little does he know, she's been alone for 3 years, and she doesn't know he knows it's her on the call. It's time for him to make his move, but the wife always has a bad feeling. The next day, the presidential team goes on a trip. But the love-shaped face inside caught her eye. Sure enough, on the bus, the husband openly claims he needs the front due to motion sickness. His clueless subordinate points out there's a spot up front. He quickly places his back in the front. Even the naive young guy realizes the boss designed his spot. It even sullenly makes the wife return her coffee. He says the translator's nutrition can't be taken lightly. When it came together, the husband can't help but whisk his wife up and spin her. This leaves everyone in shock. If it weren't for the wife's reminders, it almost forgot he was the center of attention. As they were about to climb the mountain, everything changed. Everyone successfully reached the summit, so they set up for a group photo. Just then, a group of travelers came, saw the president's spokesperson, and were thrilled. They rushed for a photo. Impossible to stop. Unbeknownst to them, the wife was pushed to the cliff's edge. When the husband searched for his wife, it was too late. They learned it was the mute translator who fell. The husband was frantic. No, he could not let anything happen to her. The wife woke in the night, but she was halfway up the mountain. She remembered falling off the cliff earlier. Thinking about it made her gasp. But her phone was broken and wouldn't turn on. Even though his voice was hoarse, he didn't stop. At that point, the wife stayed calm. She recalled what the kidnapper had said. This phone could only call Bai Siyuan, but if she used it to call for help from her husband, didn't this mean she was caught on purpose, admitting she was in league with the kidnapper? So she had no choice but to dial it now. The husband already knows. When he saw 406 calling him, he anxiously called out Hazel, but he quickly backtracked. Please take out the bag on Hazel. There's a flare inside. The wife was glad her end was safe, but the husband's heart was in his throat. He kept praying for his wife to him on. It gave the husband hope. The husband ran crazily toward that direction. When the husband arrived, his wife had fainted, though he was already gasping for breath at that moment. He couldn't stop carrying her to the hospital. Soon, the wife regained her life and woke up. The husband seemed to age a lot overnight, and he could see the pain in her eyes. She couldn't help but wonder, didn't the husband see? So that night, she caught her husband using that phone. But her husband stood right behind her. She thought the husband would hate her lies. And that love had actually blossomed since childhood. Now he finally got the real Hazel.